Hey, if you're a regular viewer of my videos or a subscriber, you know that I'm an avid basketball fan. More importantly, professional basketball, the NBA, and in particular, the Miami Heat. I've seen every game this season, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. Avid basketball fan, avid Heat fan, so I'm a bit disappointed right now that the Heat just dropped their third straight game to the Boston Celtics. This was in Boston. This was an injury-plagued Celtics team. Paul Pierce went for 1 point. The Celtics still beat the Heat. The reason for this loss was just a dominant third quarter by the Celtics. They scored 35. The Heat defense in that quarter was non-existent. And I also contribute turnovers. Dwayne Wade had 6 turnovers in this game, which his total for all 3 games right now against the Celtics this regular season have been 18 total turnovers. That's not getting it done. He goes I think he goes 6 for 17, 6 for something like that. He wasn't his dominant self, and the Heat couldn't execute down the stretch. You know, with all that being said, they had a chance to win down the stretch or tie it down the stretch, and they couldn't. LeBron James missed a game-tying free throw. And they just looked lost, jumbled out there with 1 minute remaining. Mike Miller ended up with the last shot. And while Mike Miller is a great three-point shooter, he is struggling this season. He is coming back from injury. I would have more than likely would have liked to have seen LeBron James with that 3, or Dwayne Wade with that 3, or even Eddie House with that 3. But I'm not chalking this up to the last minute. I'm chalking this up to just mentally not being prepared to come and play the Celtics. The Heat were making a statement, or they've made statements this past week saying that they wanted to make a statement in Boston in this game, and they've made a complete opposite statement. This game just clearly showed that the Celtics are a better team, keyword here being team, as of right now. As you know, the Celtics have been together 3+ seasons. They know how to play together. But at the same time, me being an avid Heat fan, while this loss is frustrating, it is just a regular season. I don't think it really holds merit in the playoffs because, well, it will if these two teams end up tied in the regular season record-wise. Then the Celtics would get the first seed because they have a tiebreaker, because they've beat Miami 3 of the 4 times with 1 game remaining. But I personally believe, and I may be biased here, but I personally believe the Heat will take sole possession of that 1 seed. They're just half a game back now. They'll take sole possession of that 1 seed going into the last month of the season, and probably win that 1 seed by 3 to 5 games. I believe that. I think positioning in the playoffs in the Eastern Conference, in the Western Conference as well, is important, because as much as I'm a Heat fan, I am not looking forward to a Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals in Boston. I'd rather have it in Miami. I hate the Celtics. I hate Boston sports. I think they're just the most arrogant sports town. They think they're entitled to every championship, and they're not. Really, what have the Celtics accomplished in the past 3 years in the Big 3 era rather than just 1 championship? Sure, they went to the postseason playoffs finals last season, but they didn't win. You can make excuses, but they didn't win. They've only won 1. But with that being said, I am a bit worried with Miami Heat. You guys need to just get going. Just come on. Just play basketball. Turnovers and just non-existent defense is just not going to beat the top teams in the conference, in the league. And it's just frustrating right now to see the Heat so talented, just so raw with talent, and have been playing great team chemistry, great team basketball, to just drop this game like they did, especially when it wasn't needed, it wasn't necessary. But at the same time, the Heat, I guess, wanted this win for their psyche, needed this win for their psyche. It's not needed for the standings or anything, but it's needed for the psyche. Because right now they just can't beat the Celtics. They can't beat an injury-plagued Celtics. You can't beat a Celtics team with Paul Pierce going for 1 point, the lowest scoring total he's had since '99, and it's just frustrating. But I'm a Heat fan. I still believe they can get this done. I still believe they're going to be the 1 seed in the East, and I still believe that when the postseason comes, you're going to see a different monster in LBJ. You're going to see a different monster in Dwayne Wade. Because any given day, those guys can win you a game. And in the postseason, while Dwayne Wade and LeBron James can win you maybe 1 or 2 games, it's got to be a team effort. And they're still trying to find themselves. And you got to give all the credit to Eric Spoelstra and his staff for putting this team together after that average start that they had to the season. And they have this remarkable record, but their record against elite teams is just bad. Okay, they made a statement recently against the Magic. They should have played that way against the Celtics because the Celtics are more of a threat. But once again, Boston wins in Boston for the 3rd straight time against Miami in the regular season. Miami can't execute down the stretch. Turnovers, lack of defense, it cost the Heat this game. And while it is just a regular season game in February before the All-Star break, it means something to those players in their minds. I got faith, but right now that faith is just hanging on. But I still got it. Heat fans, just let me know what you guys think. NBA fans, let me know what you think. If you're a Boston fan, okay, let me just hear me out real quick. You go 3-0 against the Heat this regular season, still with 1 game remaining in Miami. And yet, the online people that I've talked to, the Celtics fans, they're just dismissing the Heat like they're nothing. Like the Celtics have no real competition in the East, and I don't believe that. How can you dismiss a team with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade? How can you just dismiss a team? And I don't care if a team is just dominated in the regular season by some other team. Postseason comes, it's the whole totally different monster. You guys start off 0-0. It's a totally different monster. You play for all the marbles there. You can keep in mind that the Dallas Mavericks have absolutely owned the Miami Heat past couple seasons. But what happened in 2006 in the postseason? Yeah, the Heat won the championship against the Mavericks. So I'm not losing faith in the Heat. But at the same time, NBA fans around the league that are watching this, around the world that are watching this, you can't just dismiss the Heat. They're too good of a team to dismiss. And once they start being more consistent on a regular basis, they'll be truly scary. Yeah, right now they're just a half game out of the first seed in the East, and it's before the All-Star break. But from what I saw today, just really disheartening. Really disheartening. But I got faith. Go Miami Heat. Thanks for watching.